first thing that I need, and it's not here. Ah! Things that annoy the crap out of me. Making my fucking bed. It's 2023. Can they not find a better way to fucking do this? No, right now I just need a cotton pad. Where the fuck is it? For my toner. We only have like 15 minutes together, and already I can't find this. So yesterday we did a roaming around stream, and it was a whole whatever. Today we're also doing that apparently, because where the fuck is the toner pads? The whole stream, the 15-minute stream we're gonna do today, is about shit that annoys the crap out of us. So send it in if there's something that annoys the crap out of you guys. Here's one of the things that annoys the crap out of me. Oh, these are not the pads that I was looking for. These are the backup pads. You always have backup toner pads. Who's with me? Okay, here's making my bed. It's all over the fucking place. Here are some things that have been annoying the crap out of me. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Chris Brown posting for Rihanna's halftime performance. I wanted to punch him, no fucking pun intended, so hard. Like, I have 2 exes. I have more than 2 exes in life, but like I have 2 exes that like I dated for years, right? You guys know I have 2 long-term exes. One of them is a very close friend of mine who I fucking love and would jump in front of a vehicle for, and we ended on really sad but beautiful terms, and I went to his wedding last year. Fucking love him. The other one did me so dirty that I can't even look at him in the face or be in the same room as him without feeling like I'm going to have a heart attack. So when people say like you can't be friends with your exes or like you should be friends with all of your exes, I'm like low-key both. Depends on who the fucking ex is. If they were respectful and if things like felt good at the end and there was no cheating or lying or any fuck shit, then I think it's a lot easier to be close with that person. But in the case of Rihanna, I think supporting your exes typically is a very nice thing to do if you didn't beat the living shit out of them. Like, I get that Rihanna has forgiven him because maybe that's what she needs to do for her mental health. He beat the living shit out of her, and then not only just her, but so many people after her. He's been accused time after time, arrested, and it's just like, don't post for her Super Bowl performance. Like, go girl. Fuck you. You know what's fucking support? Fucking ASAP Rocky down there filming like a fucking fanboy is fucking support. That's fucking support. That's what it looks like to legitimately support somebody. That's what it fucking looks like to be like, that's my fucking queen. I'm in awe of her. I'm a fan of, you should be a fan of your partner. You should be a fan of them as a person, of them and their craft, whatever it is, a supporter and a fucking fan. It was so fucking great to see. And it's like, this is what we call fucking leveling up. Leveling up. Being with somebody that does that instead of go girl, but behind closed doors is kicking the fucking shit out of you. Crazy. Fucking crazy. So that fucking annoyed me. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. What is annoying you guys? Don't you worry. I have a list of other things that annoyed me this week. When I recommend a show to somebody and they forget I'm the person who recommended it and they recommend the show to me. My siblings have claimed I've done this to them in the past. I don't think that's true, but they claimed I have. I get so fucking annoyed. It's not a big deal, but I get annoyed. I'm like, I curated this for you. You should watch this show. And they're like, oh, okay. And they watch it and they're like, oh my God, have you seen blah, blah, blah? You should watch. And I'm like, bitch, I told you to watch. I told you to watch. What you talking about? have you seen? I told you. I'm the one who told you because I watch all the TV. Very rarely do people recommend me shows that I haven't seen. Sometimes, though, sometimes it happens, and then I'm grateful. But not when it's a show I regret to do. It's fucking annoying. It feels like a Larry David one, but it is. You guys can understand. It's like, why don't you remember? I recommended that to you. Now you recommended it to me. It's fucking weird. And where'd you think it came from? You think you just found that show out of the fucking thin air? Out of the sky? Just dropped out? I don't think so. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. First Streamlabs of the day coming in from Galagos, who said, I just found out that my dumbass roommate has been using laundry detergent instead of dish soap for the past 2 days. And I was wondering why I felt sick for a few days. Only 10 days until I moved to LA from Weymouth, Massachusetts with my fiance. Holy shit. So much to talk about there. I am so sorry. That's disgusting. Why is he doing that? Did he not know? What the actual fuck? One time I put hand soap in the dishwasher at home, not knowing, and it was bad. It was a scene. And then shout out to Mass and shout out to moving here. And with your fiance, now you won't have to deal with your dumbass roommate anymore. Unless your fiance is your dumbass roommate, and then that's not a nice way to talk about her. Let me know. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Schreier. What shit annoys you? Here's another one. And remember, I'm only here for 5 more minutes, so get them in live. People fighting with each other on my Twitter about something that I'm not talking about. This is something that happens to me all the fucking time. By the way, these are stupid ass pet peeves. There are really big things going on in the world that really matter. These things don't matter. These are just shit that fucking piss me off. I'll tweet something about one thing, and then people will get in fights on my Twitter with each other about something that starts out as related, but that ends up nowhere related. Like I tweeted that the Flash trailer fucking slapped, and then all of a sudden people are fighting in the comments about who has better comic book knowledge between them and where things originated, whatever it is, and they're fighting with each other. And I'm getting notification, and I'm like, whether you're on the right side or the wrong side of a fight that has nothing to do with me, I'm muting your ass. I don't want to hear it anymore. Just like let it die. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck if they have a twat take? Obviously, if somebody's saying something racist or sexist or homophobic or whatever, then of course we've got to fight them. But if they're just like, I think that this movie fucking sucks, then I'm like, cool, go on with your bad self. I don't care. I don't care that you think that the Flash trailer was awful. I don't care. I can't fight with you on this. And I can't have people just using my Twitter to fight with each other back and forth and back and forth. I'm like, ugh, go away. Shoe fly, don't bother me. Shoe fly, don't bother me. Speaking of comic book movies, I'm getting ready right now because I've got to get to the other side of town because I have a couple meetings, and then I'm going to go see Ant-Man. I hope it's okay. I'm not feeling great about it. Also, I get a +1 to these screenings. Literally, I'm not bringing anybody because I don't know anybody who's dying to see Ant-Man. It's just so bizarro pants. That's why I'm not going to be on the World Girls tonight. But the 2 girls are going to be there holding it down for the people. But I have to see Ant-Man because I have to cover it for work. So, yeah, they knew that when we switched our schedule to being Monday nights. I said I have Ant-Man on this night. And I'm going to cover it for World Girls, too. So, that is how I will do it. This is a pre-screening, Ryan. Ant-Man doesn't come out until Friday, so this is my pre-screen tonight. Won't be just any night. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Get in shit that pisses you off. So far, just me and Galagos are pissed by things. The stupid, annoying, venti things. It's just the 2 of us. All right. Y'all are weird. I'll keep going. Valentine's Day being a big deal. This shit is fucking annoying. Valentine's Day, I actually really like. It's a celebration of love. Whether you're single, whether you're love your peeps, whether you're in love, whatever it is, Valentine's Day is a cool day to celebrate love. It is, of course, a Hallmark holiday. It is, of course, not, you should show love all the time. It is, of course, so many different things that are bad for some people, and they don't like the reminder of XYZ or whatever. But it's not that big of a deal. Whether it means something to you or doesn't mean something to you, it's just not that big of a deal. So it is interesting that society has been like, Valentine's Day is a huge deal. And like, if you've gone on a couple dates with somebody, like one or two, you don't know if you're going to see them on Valentine's Day. If you've gone on more, you don't know whether you should make it like a thing. You don't know, like, if you should buy a gift for somebody at a certain level. You don't know if you should just stay home and watch rom-coms, if you should be sad, if you should be happy. And it's like, at the end of the day, Valentine's Day just simply doesn't matter. It's just another fucking day. And while I like it because, as you guys know, lover of love, shipper of ships, I'm obsessed with love. When I'm single, when I'm in a relationship, when I'm anywhere in between, I love love. Even though I've had a hard Valentine's Day, and I've told you guys the hardest Valentine's Day are not when you're alone; it's when you're with the wrong person. That fucking sucks. But it's just not that big of a deal. It's just a fucking day, just a day, just an ordinary day. If you like somebody, if you're talking to somebody on an app and you want to go on a first date on Valentine's Day, that's fine. If you're dating somebody and you don't see them for Valentine's Day, that's okay. If you are not into Valentine's Day and you don't want to celebrate, even though you're married, that's fucking fine. As long as you're on the same page with your partner or whoever it is, whatever, who the fuck cares? It's just a fucking day. It's just one more day. So we just don't like that we make it such a big deal. Like, there's all of these I'm just seeing everywhere. And by the way, I do have my love nails on because I just like to be inspired by things. So I'm not saying you shouldn't celebrate, and I'm not saying if you are in love or you love whatever, that you shouldn't have a good day. Because fuck yeah, enjoy yourself, treat your partner, whatever. It's just not that big of a deal. And the way that we're like, people double question things and whatever it is, like, just KISS, keep it simple, stupid. If you treat it like a normal day, if you would see somebody that day, then see somebody that day. If you wouldn't see them, then don't see them. It's a Tuesday. It's fucking Tuesday. I do think it's nice to acknowledge it if you are talking to somebody or dating somebody, whatever. Happy Valentine's Day. Maybe a card, chocolate, flowers, something nice, but like these big extravagant gifts for Valentine's Day. I mean, while one day I dream of being very wealthy and being draped in diamonds, it's like, if you ain't got it, it doesn't matter. This is not the day to spend it. Do not. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Super chat in. Questions, comments, concerns. Not here for long. Only a couple more minutes. Send in shit that annoys you. Ryan Payne says, long story short, I have people you flake on you. Maybe I hate people who flake on you. When I booked for 4-person cabin for a cruise, 2 of my roomies were unresponsive to the point I had to remove them to prevent the cabin from being canceled. One reached out to me and we're cool now. Dude, that is so crazy. That's fucked up, first of all. Second of all, that's on my list. Canceling plans or flaking. This weekend, 2 people canceled plans on me. I think it's so fucking disrespectful, especially when you're not even giving 24 hours notice. Like, it is so fucking disrespectful. Here's what I always say to you guys. And I know, and I think that you guys probably, if you've been watching me for years, you've heard me say this many times. My time is not more important than anybody else's time on the fucking planet. It's not. Your time is not more important than my time. My time is not more important than your time. Nobody's time is more important than anybody's time. We all have one life. And if you make plans with somebody, essentially, they are not making other plans. So when you flake out, what you are saying to them, whether you mean to be saying it or not, is my time means more to me than your time. And I just think that is such fucking bullshit. Some of my best friends, some of the closest people in my life continue to do this to me. And it's so fucking rude. Like, I cannot remember the last time I canceled plans on somebody. And if you have a hard time remembering plans, you need to write them down in your calendar. There's only a couple valid excuses to cancel plans. Number one, there's an emergency. If an emergency comes up, then you can cancel plans. An emergency consists of somebody being in the hospital, somebody being very sick, somebody having to fly across town for some or the world for some, whatever. You guys know what a fucking emergency is. It is so weird to me to cancel plans unless there is an emergency, something happens that you could not have predicted, which includes you're ill. Now with COVID and everything too, we know you don't fucking do plans when you are sick. So those are kind of the only times it's cool to cancel plans. Other than that, it's so fucked up and rude, and especially when you're not giving much notice and when you're canceling plans to do other plans. It's fucking ridiculous. It bothers me to no end. And again, it happened to me twice this weekend. It happens a lot to me, and I think that everybody's got different values, but gosh, I fucking hate the canceling plans culture. Everybody fucking does this now, and it is bullshit upon bullshit. It's bullshit, I tell you. Ryan Payne in the Streamlabs says, what also annoys me is when I'm romantically interested in somebody, I'll get a runaround answer why they're not interested instead of saying no. I get not everyone can handle rejection, but I'd rather rip that band-aid off instead of being on the hook. I know. I know. That's fucking annoying too. Like, remember that guy I went on that date with and I thought it went well? And then and he was like, I can't wait to see you again. And then I just never heard and he never responded and just ghosted. And it's like, wait a second. You were the one who said, I can't wait to see you again. What the fuck was that? Like, just be a person and say, hey, I'm actually not into you. Or hey, I actually got back with my ex. Or hey, I don't want to date you because when we were on the date, you said this thing and I think we're not compatible. Like, I'm so with you, Ryan. I can deal with any answer, but just like not saying something so shitty. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Here's another thing that I fucking can't stand. People who try to convince you not to like something. Why would you ever, if somebody likes something, why would you ever try to convince them not to like it? Like when I'm like, oh, I love this movie or this show, and people are like, well, let me tell you why you shouldn't like it. What the fuck? What the fuck kind of personality trait is that? That shit is weird. That's fucking weird. Why on earth would you try to convince me to dislike something I like? That is the weirdest personality trait. If I'm like, oh yeah, I love that movie, and people are like, well, it had a lot of holes in it, and have you ever thought about the fact that blah blah? I don't know, bitch. I said I liked it. I didn't say it was perfect. I said I fucking liked it. Why would you try to convince me not to like it? But I liked it. You fucking psycho. People are so fucking weird. Okay, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. What's going on in here before I get out of here, which is very soon. Galago says, Ryan, you just brought up my biggest one right now. I'm about to move to Weymouth, and my LA friends keep flaking on me to hang out to get a cup of coffee or even say goodbye. Oh, you're from Weymouth to LA and your friends back home keep flaking on you? Oh, that sucks. It's like you're leaving. No emergency or work related thing or illness, just you're 20 minutes away. It's so fucking annoying. So annoying. Mike is my crotch is on fire. Says, but big support, so I don't even care. If your crotch is on fire, I hope you get that sorted out because nobody wants a fiery crotch. People calling someone an anti-vaxxer for criticizing Big Pharma or Bill Gates. Interesting. I think that you are right. You should definitely be able to criticize Big Pharma. I think specifically you're probably talking about the Zachary Levi thing. And I do think people mix up anti-vaxxer and anti-COVID vaccine and anti-Big Pharma. Now, those are all very different things. However, I do think that Twitter is not a good place to just tweet like, I'm skeptical of Pfizer. Of course, you're going to get speculation that you're a fucking anti vaxxer. You only have a few characters and you didn't even use most of them. Like, if you want to make a statement on Big Pharma, maybe just tweeting 2 words is not the best way to do it. So you have to take some responsibility there. I also have major criticisms of Big Pharma. Of course I do, because I'm not a fucking idiot. We Anybody watch Dope Sick? And I didn't just watch it; I fucking lived it. And I'm obviously from Massachusetts, where there's a massive opioid epidemic. There is. It hasn't gone away. The shit doesn't go away for years and years. Of course, I have huge issues with Big Pharma. It is not perfect, but to just take one of the biggest vaccines and be like, I have problems with this, and just tweet that, I think it's irresponsible. And that's how I feel about that. But also, like, apparently his dad died that day. I was just like, I don't know. That is not what I was fucking tweeting about when my mom died. To each their own. Everybody's different, but like, uh, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Anyway, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. Any last minute questions, comments, concerns, shit that pisses you off? I am getting out of here. So send in that support, because I'd love to hear from you. Before I go, let's see one more thing. Oh, that mushrooms are illegal. I don't fucking get it. You grow them in the ground. You grow them in the ground. And the only reason people are like trippy dippy on psychedelic mushrooms is because microdosing is a relatively new thing, because it's illegal, and there's no, people don't like regulate it, so you don't know your dosage. So people have been getting like fucking ass high on mushrooms forever, not even knowing microdosing was like a thing you could do. And if we regulated it, then you would know what shrooms were good for what different things and different experiences, and how much you should take for certain things. It is a beautiful, brilliant way to open up your mind to stuff. I'm not saying that shrooms are for everybody, but I am saying that it is so fucking insane that they are illegal in the majority of places, and federally illegal here. For what? It's a fucking plant. I mean, don't even get me started on weed. We talk about that all the time on this show. But like, mushrooms are a plant. If we were able to, um, like, if you don't grow mushrooms right, if you don't grow them right, you can fucking die because they're poisonous. If they are grown right and they are taken in moderation, they can be really beautiful in helping you be creative and open your mind and your access different parts of your brain. And you grow them in the fucking ground as a plant. Yeah, you're right, Sabri. They are fungus. That is true. I just mean they are grown from the earth. They're not lab made, but that is right. They're not lab made. Let's just fucking call it what it is. If you can grow it, if it can be something in the ground, then what the fuck is our, oh my god, mushrooms. Get over it. Get over it, you fucking weirdos. Shit that annoys me. Taking a last stream lapse from Ash. She says, a friend of mine once told a girl at the end of a date, I can wait to see you again. Maybe I can't wait, you meant? 5 years later, they went on a second date, and now they're living together. Wow, that is so weird. Or did he say, I can wait, and then he did wait? All right, that's it for me. Stay safe, stay sane, put down toilet seat and lid. We don't want those buffoons. Don't try with the Holocaust. Justice for all the people who lost their lives due to excessive force. My body, my choice. Wherever you're on the rainbow, we love you. We stand with the women of Iran, some of the bravest women we've ever seen. Glenn, Golden Sparkles, we're thinking about you every fucking day. And, shit's weird right now. Try to get in the sun if you can. Try to have mini vent sessions and then just let it all fucking go. Let it all go. I think one more Streamlabs is coming in, so let me check really quick before I kick you guys the fuck out of here. Jimmy Nails with that support says, unnecessary, slow bureaucracy pisses me off to no end. I'm with you. They make it near impossible to start a business. It's so fucking true. It's so fucking true. Like, why? We're the little people. Why are you picking on us? But if you have millions, it's easy. But if you don't, it's hard. Fuck you. With you, Jimmy. I'm fucking with you. Anyway, much love, guys. Later.